everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Saturday, January 6th, 2018. Now, what is going on today is that we have got the moon here still hanging out in Virgo, so still thinking about planning, strategizing about your life, about where your life is going, thinking perhaps about what's going on with you could be a big thing. And of course, whenever you get Virgo, it's a lot of hard work goes in with Virgo. Doing things, making things manifest in reality in a lot of ways. So that's what is going on today, kind of a continuation of yesterday with the moon still in Virgo. Now, last night, midnight, I guess the very end of yesterday and into today, the moon came into an opposition here with Neptune. So as we were trying to plan, make things happen for us in reality, put some hard work in, see our plans manifest in the real world, there could have been some confusion that came up internally about what's going on inside us, about what we feel inside, and just about overcoming some things from the past as well. Maybe it was a little bit hard for us to overcome some things that were going on beforehand whenever you get Pisces involved, and really needing to maybe take a time out at the end of yesterday and into today to get right with yourself, to check in with your intuition, with your spirit, and to engage with yourself creatively in order to feel better about your plans moving forward. Not to give up planning, not to give up doing things that you need to do here, but to just try to take care of yourself in the process. So that you don't neglect some things that are going on inside you, being a main theme at the end of yesterday and into today, okay? So that's what's happening there at midnight. Shortly after, around 4 a.m., the moon is then going to come into a trine with Venus and the sun, saying anything you can do here to keep doing things, to keep doing the work, to keep planning and making things happen in reality, even if you're confused about it or aren't quite sure where it's going, is going to be a good thing, because it's going to help you over here where the sun and Venus are in Capricorn to point your life in the right direction, to have the reputation that you want, to do some things that are important to you here, and to even associate with the right people with Venus involved. But really needing to maybe make things happen in the real world and to start to put in the work to see things become manifest in order for you to feel like you're making progress, moving forward, associating with the right people and doing some things that are important for you. Okay, shortly after that happens, around 8 a.m., the moon is then going to come into a sextile here with Mars and with Jupiter in Scorpio too, bringing up a lot of change in life, a lot of transformative energy, ending and beginning things as well, which could come in around that time. Deep feelings again could come up, more fears. I see that kind of being a big thing coming in, fears and insecurities, especially with Mercury. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm gonna make the square over here to Chiron. But there could be some things around 8 a.m., some really deep feelings, intense feelings about your life, about your relationships, about money, and things like that coming in. Around the same time that that's gonna happen, the moon is also going to make a trine to Pluto as well. So what I see going on here is really needing to put in the work. I've said that multiple times. Do things, strategize, plan, make things happen in reality in order for you to feel better about where your life is going and to put your life in the right place, even if it hurts, but still having to maybe make some more changes in order to move your life in the right direction, in order to be comfortable with this life that it is that you are moving into in some way, being a really big thing, okay? I know that I say changes and to me, changes is kind of a neutral word. I kind of like that, but you have to realize this change is different than anything that we've been experiencing really recently, because it's Mars and Jupiter conjunct, which doesn't really happen too often in Mars's home sign, and we've got Pluto here making a trine to the moon, where the sun and Venus are also about to conjunct on top of, which also does not happen that often. So this isn't just like, you know, change your plans a little bit here in order to have the life that you want. These are like big sweeping changes that are happening in your life that are going on in order for you to manifest a new reality and a new normal perhaps, and to do some of that and really having to purge some old ways, make some big changes in order for that new normal to come in. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I've been talking about doing something new. Perhaps there's some new thing that you've been working on for a really, really long time, especially while Saturn was in Sagittarius for a while. And now that Saturn recently moved out of Sagittarius and is into Capricorn, here we're having to learn how to build on this new thing that we've been working on for some time and to commit to it so that we can take it into new chapters and into a new kind of level here. And I think that's what's going on, is we're trying to commit to this new thing, to doing something new or coming into new chapters in our life in some way. And I think this is the major change that we're seeing, so that we can fully welcome it in and so that we can fully live it and not just think about it and not just have it in the mind and think that it's nice, but to begin to put it into place. And I think that there could be lots of shakeups going on in our life at this time, in our external reality and what our life looks like and in who we associate with, so that we can finally start to let this new life in, move forward on some things and go from there. And I think that's what we're I think we've been feeling it. I think we're going to keep feeling it this week, and especially are going to feel it at 8 a.m. when the moon here comes into the sextile with Mars and Jupiter, and also the trine to Pluto. So trying to put a plan in place and organize your physical reality, but lots of changes coming, and you needing to make lots of changes in order for you to fully step into the new life that it is that you want, and to feel much better about where things are going. Okay, so I'm going to delete that and then just talk about the rest of the day really quick before things get kind of messy. But after we have that sextile to Mars and Jupiter come in and the trine to Pluto, and that's going to happen very early in the morning at 8 a.m. At 7 o'clock at night. We're then going to have the moon here in Virgo in a square with Mercury and in an opposition with Chiron. So I think after most of the day, as we're trying to make plans, work with our daily life, our daily routines, our physical existence to make it better, to create more of the life that it is that we want and let more of that life in. I think at the nighttime it could bring up some uncomfortable, uncertain, insecure feelings here about this life that we're creating, about the plan that we're putting in place, about the strategy that it is that we are making, that we may have to sit with, to deal with, and to overcome because of the opposition with Chiron here. Not feeling quite right about your life, about what it is that you're doing, not discarding your plans, not doubting yourself here, but just being okay again if things are uncomfortable, so that you can do what you need to do. There could also be some hard communication and some hard thoughts, thinking the wrong things perhaps in your mind that aren't helpful coming in as well, with the moon here making a square to Mercury, and Mercury of course in the square to Chiron coming in. I think you're trying to do something new, commit to something new perhaps that you have been working on, with Saturn having just been in Sagittarius here, but maybe feeling like you're not doing this new thing right, or like you can't break through to do something new, or like your beliefs aren't in the right place that you need them to be. And I think at the nighttime around 7 p.m. that could be a big thing, not getting lost in hurt feelings if you have them, letting yourself experience them, but not letting them get out of control and get the best of you. Trying to, at nighttime especially, try to keep your conversations with others as positive as you can so that things don't get out of hand, and try also to improve your self-talk, to not talk too negatively to yourself as well at the nighttime, so that you can continue to make the changes in your life and in your reality that you need to make in order to truly manifest something that is important to you and that you feel like can put your life in a better place, even if it is hard. All right. So that is what is going on today with the moon. Things going on in the background I'm not going to spend too much time talking about, since I've spent a lot of time earlier doing that. But we do have the Sun-Venus thing. It's a major alignment. It does not happen that often, on top of Pluto coming in. Big changes in your life direction, where your life is going, and in who you associate with in your life to put your life in the right direction. So lots of changes with people and with money happening here. This Sun-Venus thing also making a sextile over to Mars and Jupiter here in Scorpio, bringing up just, again, even more change with the Pluto stuff, with the Scorpio stuff coming in as well, needing to maybe rearrange your finances and or begin some things, especially in order for you to feel better. All right, Mercury also today coming into an exact square with Chiron, which I just talked about because the moon is triggering all of these other aspects going on because it's touching it. And of course, Mercury also in an exact trine with Uranus as well, since they're all at 24 degrees. So lots of uncomfortable communication, not thinking about your life maybe in the right ways, or feeling uncomfortable with the way that you're thinking about your life or with the way that things are happening. Maybe some uncomfortable conversations with others going on, but maybe needing to have these conversations, having to feel these hard things so that you can break through some things that are holding you back, come into new chapters, and assert yourself better. Okay, so that is what is going on there. Now I'm going to give you your tarot card. Sorry, my heat just came on. I forgot to turn it off before I filmed. But that's what you're hearing if you hear some fuzzy noise in the background. Okay, so your card for the day is the Two of Pentacles upright. So this is a card, I see this being kind of like a Moon and Virgo kind of card, since Pentacles to me do represent earth signs. But this is definitely a day of balance in a lot of ways, balancing all your commitments, all the things that you feel like you have to do to try to keep everything up in the air. You're not up in the air, you know, like in maybe a way some people might think of that, but trying to make sure that you don't not take care of things that you need to take care of. So I think that's what's going on today. Try to keep doing everything that you need to do, but maybe try to balance your plans so that you don't neglect one thing or the other, if that makes sense coming in. For some reason, I'm also feeling with this card, balance maybe emotionally, balancing how you feel inside yourself. I don't normally interpret this card as being emotional balance, but I'm feeling it today with the Chiron stuff coming in. Maybe trying to find that inner stability in your life, maybe trying to balance whatever you're feeling inside with whatever is happening with you outside as well, so that you don't get lost in uncomfortable feelings, so that you don't let your life get the best of you in some way. I think there are a lot of deep, uncomfortable, perhaps intense feelings that could be happening today with Chiron coming in, possibly the rest of the week, with a lot of these big changes going on. And I think just trying to keep everything going the best you can as everything is changing, and just trying to take care of all the things you need to take care of. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.